Hello everyone, I am Tobias and we are back with another quest guide. Today we're doing Contact. So we are going to help the High Priest of Ithrin inside of Sophanium with their neighboring city Menefis. For requirements you need to complete the quest is Prince Ali Rescue and Ithrin's Little Helper. You will also need some kind of light source such as a torch and tinderbox. If you have a Canarin headgear from the diary tasks, fire making cape, or Bruma torch, that would be best because they cannot be extinguished by traps and don't need tinderbox. Speaking of traps, as you might have guessed, we're going to be entering a bunch of dangerous areas. The cave that we're going to is a giant maze full of traps, and they can do a lot of damage. For example, the ground traps with spikes can do up to 19 HP damage. So just keep that in mind. For optional stuff, being combo level greater than 70 is good. You will have to fight a giant beetle boss thing later on, which can summon other medium level enemies like level 68 to like 72, and they themselves can hit like up to 20 HP, so it can be quite hard if you're lower level. I recommend using mage gear with Ivan's staff or higher. So that requires attack and magic level of 50 each. Otherwise, you cannot use Ivan's staff. Prayer level greater than 43 is a must. Well, not a must, but like a very good help. Let's put it that way. Particularly protect from missiles, which will mitigate a lot of damage during the boss fight. And don't bring valuables. Whatever you're not willing to lose during the fight or inside the maze, just don't bring them. And likewise, don't enable auto retaliates, just so you don't accidentally wander into a trap or whatever have you. And if you want to use Ivan's Blast, you will need to complete the quest Underground Pass. So bring whatever is your magic or range gear. Melee is not advised. It's kind of hard to do it with melee. You could probably make it work if you have like really high level gear and stats, but just will be very painful. And also bring some kind of emergency teleport for both the maze and also the boss in case you are out of supplies during the fight, such as a ring of dueling to say Ferris Enclave. As for food, you want at least 16 summer pies, something like that equivalently. One standard potion is good, one prayer potion is good, one super anti-poison potion is really good because there are a lot of monsters inside the maze, and I think the boss can also poison you as well, so it can be kind of hard without poison protection or some kind of poison cure. A way to travel to Sophanium 3 times, such as using Amber Glory to Alcarid. Enter Shantae's Pass for 5 coin. Take the magic carpet to Polonice for 200 coin. Take the magic carpet from Polonice to Sophanium for another 200 coin. So about 405 coins plus 1 Amber Glory charge. That's 1 trip. You need 3 of those roughly if you do it my way. And a way to travel to Alcarid 1 time, such as using Amber Glory. Okay, so to start this quest, make sure you have everything. Should only take you 1 inventory. And then when you're ready, head your way to Sophanium. You can head to Sophanium by taking Amber Glory to Alcarid, entering Shantae Pass for 5 GP, and then taking the magic carpet from Shantae Pass to Polonice for 200 coins, and then the magic carpet from Polonice to Sophanium for another 200 coins. Okay, so once you're at Stephanium, head to the southwest temple. There's two different temples. There's one northeast and one southwest. Enter the southwest one, and we're going to talk to High Priest to start the quest. Good day. How are things on your end? Better now that we have sorted out business with Klentler, who is the ghost that we helped restore the organs of in the prequel quest. Still, we're no closer to dealing with these plagues. As you can see, their face is still peckled with red dots and stuff like that. However, we do have one bit of good news in that area, thanks to you, thanks to me. Whoa, before you give praise, make sure, let's make sure that this is actually a good thing, before I get further blamed. Yes, you've shown us that pox that we're infected with can't be contagious, because if it were, you would also have them. Good point. Does this mean you can reopen the city to outside people? Correct. The decision to lock things down was made very quickly, so we were forced to trap many of our citizens outside the walls. We can now let them return back home. That's wonderful news. It is, but there is a problem. What is the problem? When the plagues first started, Memphis, our neighboring city, so the ones over there, closed their gates. Many of our citizens are trapped over there. But if there's no risk of being infected, can't they just open the gates back out? You would think so, but they believe there is still danger. It seems that they're even willing to kill people to keep their city isolated. Why not just burn down the bridge? Literally burn down the bridge. Perhaps I could help you? Really? Start the quest. Contact, of course. I'm very grateful. To be honest though, I'm not really sure where to even start with this. Why don't you tell me what happened with Memphis? You said them being willing to kill people. Indeed, earlier today I led a delegation across the bridge to try to make peace with the other side. However, it did not go well. What up, bro? Long time no see. I see you have those COVID masks on. Oh, keep that stuff to yourself. That's not a proper way to greet people, especially the High Priest of Iterin. Don't test my patience. I have been ordered to stop anyone from crossing this bridge. We have discovered that we are not contagious. You must let us pass. Lo, says who? Step back or we'll fire you. You wouldn't dare attack us. Archers, attack. Low. We're not falling for that stuff. Low. Okay, there it goes. Sounds like they were pretty cold-hearted to you. Well, it is often a way that is often the case under Pharaoh Kinemis. He leads the Menaphites with a more secular manner than we would like. Respect for the old ways is diminishing. By old ways, do you mean Ithrin? The whole Menaphite pantheon, really. Religion is starting to mean less and less in Memphis. There was once a time when we could care for all of Memphis's dead here. Now many opt for less traditional burials. Thankfully, since the quarantine started, the Pharaoh still has the dead to be still allowed dead people to be transported here if they wanted to. However, I fear he will soon cut off this as well. Anyway, I've let myself become distracted. My focus is on the dead, but right now my main worry is on our living people. It is clear that the Pharaoh has no desire to open the city to allow the citizens who are our citizens back into our city. So we must find another way of doing this ourselves. How do we do that? Ask him, is there any way into Memphis from below the surface? I don't know, I don't think so. So there aren't any tunnels under the city? Beyond the homes of our buried dead? I don't really think so. We are not the ones digging tunnels without a need. We leave that nonsense to the sect of Scarabaras. And they're long gone, so good luck with that. The sect of Scarabaras? They were a group dedicated to Scarabaras, one of the lower deities. What's a lesser deity? You already know of Ithrin and the Devourer. They are the son and daughter of Tumakin and Elendinus. Together, they are the four main deities of the Menethite pantheon. However, the pantheon also has four lesser deities, or avatars, some call them. The Book of Light and Day says that Tumekin once fell into a deep sleep and dreamt for 4 days and 4 nights. Sounds like a coma. With each night he dreamt took form. Those 4 forms became the lesser deities of the pantheon, with Scarabaras being the last of them. And his followers liked to dig tunnels. That is correct. Scarabaras is the god of isolation. In keeping with his teaching, the followers mostly live underground. As such, they were said to be great architects of the subterranean. And where are they now? The Devourer was not the only member of the pantheon to wish ill upon our people. It is said that many years ago, Scarabaras and his sect tried to claim the land above as their own. They built great tunnels beneath Elid and used them to attack our settlements. Elid is this river thing that goes all the way down, all the way up to Eagle's Eyrie over there. However, Elidinus stood against them. The sect was destroyed, and Scarabaras was fittingly driven into isolation. And you don't think there's a chance that they may have some tunnels still underneath? It is possible, I guess. Perhaps you should visit Jex at the Temple of the Lesser Gods in the northeast corner of the city. He probably knows more about them than I do. In fact, now that I think about it, I recall a rumor that the temple was actually once home to the sector. Interesting, I'll pay him a visit. So there we go. So now we'll head away to the northeast temple of the lesser deities. There it is, a small humble establishment. Here's where it is on a map. And then talk to Jex. Hey, are you Jex, dude? Correct, who are you? I'm hoping to learn a bit about the sect of Scarabaras. The high priest said that you'd be the perfect person to ask. Oh yes, to be honest, not much is known about them. The sect was destroyed years ago. However, it is said that the temple was once their home. And what has happened? The place looks like trashed. Tables are broken, looks like it hasn't been maintained in like years. It was just before the plague started. They burst up from the cellar and trashed the place. It was late at night. I couldn't see who they were or if they were even human. Possibly these locusts on the side. What? Why wasn't the high priest aware of any of this stuff? The first of the plague started that next morning. So obviously that is a bigger issue than some trash old, minority god building. I'm sure he would still have been like to know about this stuff though. You say they come from the cellar? That's correct. It turns out there's quite the network of the tunnels down there. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Can I investigate down there? I would not if I were you. It's incredibly dangerous. We took a quick look, but there are some fearsome traps and vicious monsters below the darkness. I'm afraid it's essential that I proceed. Good luck, bro. Either you're brave or very foolish. We covered the tunnel with the trapdoor. Just head down the cellar and then into the trapdoor. Oh, it's also very dark, so you probably want some sort of light source and a tinder box with you. Thank you. Alright, let's go. Alright, so climb down into the basement. And this is the bank that will be available to you after the quest ends. And then climb down the cellar. Haha, proceed. Be careful. I know. It's really bad down there, dude. I know. Take some food as well. I know. Don't take anything valuable you're not willing to lose. I know. Watch out for the traps. I know. If you see a scarab on the walls, run away from it. Wait, why? I saw one of those guards disappear down a trapdoor when he approached it. We never saw his face again. Who knows what happened to him? Okay, that's something I didn't know. Good luck. And down we go. So ignite your light source, then climb down. Mine is already ignited. Otherwise, it'll be super dark. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, you can't do that. So this is a giant maze. There's a couple of traps. For example, this wall pushing trap. You just run through it. It's not too bad. This is a pain. This wall trap here, where the spikes pop out the ground. Try to disable either side of it. If you fail, just take the damage. It is what it is. And there's also like sand pits as well, and also scarab traps in which the walls, in which the scarabs pop out the walls. Just avoid that. The walls will be painted with like a scarab symbol to warn you. And there's also monsters here, like using all three styles, mage, melee, missiles, etc. Use protection prayers if you need to, otherwise just run for it. So this is the route that you need to take, the red line here, all the way to the ladder over here. Once you get to this fork, you can take either path you want, doesn't really matter. And throughout this maze, there's also like a bunch of like lore material. For example, like down here somewhere, I think there's like a book or something you can read for more story, etc. All right, so let's just head down to the ladder on the other side. Use your I guess stamina potion if you have it. Will be very helpful. This is the most annoying trap I've ever met, so let's just do this now. Not bad. Okay. And it's this just like a run across it. Just yeah, pretty straightforward. Now we go. Oh, not bad. And then over here. And get attacked by a bunch of monsters. Alright, so this is the cross section. I'm gonna go over here. Oh wow. 3 for 3. Okay, gals and guys, I am extremely not happy right now. because I got up to the point where I was going to fight the boss. Then I realized I was not recording. Alright, luckily there is not a lot of steps between the boss fight and where I got cut off. So I will try my best to articulate what happened. It's not a huge leap, so it should be fairly straightforward. I'm so sorry if this quest guide is subpar, but I can't really undo the quest and redo it without making like a new account. Yeah, anyway, I may try to like do a newer version later on, like maybe next year or something, but for now it is what it is. I'm super sorry. Alright, so when I got cut off, I was like right there. I simply continued onward following this path that I have right there. Continue like here, past this last wall crushers, and then basically have my way to the end at this ladder. Once again, I'm so sorry. It's what it is, unfortunately. And then I proceeded to climb down. I will not do that right now because if I do, I will basically have to fight the boss. Yeah, the boss is in the same location as this next part. So once you're down there, there is like a cave system. You just head your way straightforwardly north, and then you will come across a white dead body. Search the dead body and you will get yourself this parchment, which, let me see. So anyway, so search the dead body, get the parchment, then read the parchment. Once you have read the parchment, simply continue your way westward, and there will be a chasm between two sides. Your side, and then there is another person on the other side whose name is Mesa. Talk to Mesa, and you will find out that she was expecting Khalif, the guy who is dead in the corner, to take over her position in Memphis, so she can basically go do something else. and then you basically tell her that Khalif is dead, so that's not gonna happen. And then she kind of like gets kind of pissed, and then and then she mentions about Osman, and then tells you that she has found a way out of Memphis, but not into Memphis. And then your character is like, well, that's exactly what I need to do. You know, I need to get the citizens from Memphis out. And I don't necessarily have to enter myself to do this, so let's exchange favors. You agree to help me move the citizens of Stephania, currently inside Memphis, out your secret pathway, and I will do you a favor and bring Osman to you. And then because Osman is like her supervisor, and also Khalif's supervisor, and then she'll agree to your offer, but she will ask you a few questions first to make sure you're not like a scammer or whatever. She will ask you about the Prince Ali quest. Where was the prince rescued from? Drainer Village. Who helped you? Layla. Those are the two answers, Drainer Village and Layla. And once she has confirmation that you are not a scammer or like a nefarious person, a bad actor, you guys agree to help each other, and then you part ways. So after you finish talking to her, and she tells you to find Osman, use your Amulet Glory to Al-Qarid, head your way to the north gate of the palace, right here. Osman is going to be right there. And then you just talk to Osman, and then you let him know that, Mesa is still stuck down there because Khalif is dead. And then Osman will tell you that he's doing something down there for the something down there with the Menephites. something very political, because there is currently a kind of a, I guess, a war between Al-Qarid and the Menephites. The desert area is not unified like the rest of Mislan. And then you kind of talk to him back and forth about politics, stuff like that, and then he eventually asks you, why should I continue helping you? I mean, you helped rescue Prince Ali, yes, but you were rewarded for your help. Why should I do you a favor? You know, what's in it for me? And then you simply say to him, this could drive a wedge between the Menephi cities to persuade him, to convince him to take action. And then he realizes, oh, you know what? That sounds like a good idea, because that's exactly what I'm trying to do, trying to divide and conquer the lower desert half. So then he agrees to help you. And then he tells you that he has to do like 1 or 2 more things here before he meets up with you in Sufanium. And once you have finished convincing him, persuading him, on your way back down to Sufanium, you can use the same thing, Shanti Pass, Magic Carpus, like I did earlier. And then once you're at Sufanium, Osman will be right here. And then you talk to him right there. And then he'll tell you that he is trying to be sneaky and not get caught by going into the front door. So then you point to him that there is a kind of a hidden pathway over there that we did for the Ithrin's little helper quest. And then he's like, okay, no problem, give me 2 hours. I may be old and fragile, but I'm still a spy master. I'll sneak into Sufanium, and then I'll meet with you down at the chasm with the mesa. Then you watch a little cutscene of him sneaking into the northeast temple, and then entering down the trapdoor. So then you also need to enter back into the trapdoor, and then through this maze again, through the entire maze again. And then and that takes us right, and I'm back again, and that takes us to where we are right now at this time and points. So once you head your way back into this maze a second time and enter down the same ladder, you will fight the boss. Oh man, I don't know if I can do this without my recording crashing again. But I'm so sorry if I did for the skipping the parts. I was totally unaware of what happened. Oh man. Hopefully my explanation was very clear to the guys about how to do things and what to do from where I kind of got cut off recording wise. I will be more vigilant in the future, but it probably will happen again anyway. Alright, so yeah. Then once you climb down the second time, you will watch a little cutscene, which I think I've already done. Oh no, okay. And whatever you do, do not risk giving yourself away when you help the citizens return to Sufanium. I know what I'm doing, Osman. Hang on, what's going on? What's that shaking? Get out of here before the cave collapses. Okay, bro. Oh my god, I'm so sorry that I was unaware of the crashing. Anyway, there is the boss. Alright, so before I fight this boss, let me just go over a few mechanics. The boss is a giant scarab, level 100 and 191. Slash stabs and range both up to 20 HP. Can poison from 9 HP. Even if you get the poison immunity from, say, a super anti-poison potion, he can still poison you. So this is what it is. And he can also summon locust riders. There are 2 variations, I believe. One is green. The green one, as in the photo, crushes up to 15, and the orange one ranges up to 22. You can also summon Scarab mages, how you see there's one right there in the photo. And the Scarab mage can magic up to 17 HP. All 3 of these guys can totally poison you, starting from 9 HP. And all of them will attack you simultaneously with different combat styles. So it can be pretty intense if this guy is allowed to summon a lot of people at once. Focus on a Scarab first, unless like these guys start to overwhelm you, and then just kill them off, but you should be fine. So the way to do this is to utilize a quote-unquote safe spot. I say quote-unquote because it's not really a safe spot. So once the fight starts, either hide behind the lake like the photo shows, or stand by Khalif's dead body, the white dead body, and just kind of like enable protect from missiles, and then attack with magic stats range until dead. Because you're far away from the Scarab, he can't melee you. He'll just range you, which you can completely block by I think completely block, yeah, by using protect from missiles. So it becomes an effectively safe spot until of course he summons like the other minions to attack you, and then it's no longer really a safe spot. But yeah, shouldn't be too overwhelming. And as you see, there is like a dagger thing on his back. That will be the reward that we will get once we defeat this bro, Osmond. Oh, not you, the other guy. Alright, so there we are. Just run over here, enable your protect from missiles, and then it's kind of over here. Or stand by the white, or stand by the white dead body over there. Yeah, the white dead body like over there. See, it's not too difficult. And there is a Scarab mage. If you hit him pretty hard quickly, you can finish this fight very quick and not have to take a lot of damage. There you go. Just 2 more hits and he's done. 1 more, look at that. Voila! And he scatters away. So now talk to Osmond, if he doesn't already talk to you. I seem to recall telling you to wait for me. What are you doing down here? Rescuing your ungrateful hide. I had everything under control, man. Well, your 2 hours ran out a long time ago. Anyway, where did you disappear off during the fight? I didn't go anywhere. I decided to blend into the shadows. That's what I do best. Not every problem needs a blade to solve. So, are you gonna say thank you? Not required, man. Once again, I was in total control. Anyway, you'll be pleased to know that we were interrupted. Before we were interrupted, I was able to convince Mesa to remain in Memphis. As agreed, she will help the citizens of Zephanium return home. Good to know. Before you leave, it seems that Khalif was able to at least get 1 hit into the beast. I suggest you take his dagger, the Keris. It is quite powerful and he has no use for it now because he is dead. And one more thing. You've done a good job here. Thanks. Alright, and there you go. Take the dagger. The Keris dagger is very good against Scarab, bug, shell things. Okay. If you leave before you talk to Osmond, you can talk to the High Priest in the next part and still end the quest. And then you can talk to Osmond back in Al-Kharid to get the dagger, the Keris dagger. So I advise to teleport out instead of backtracking the entire maze if you're low on food. So I'm just going to head back to Al-Kharid and then just take the magic carpets to Zephanium. We need to talk to the High Priest to end this quest. I have wonderful news, adventure. What is it? Memphis just sent some of their dead. Imagine. I was surprised we found some of our citizens among them. Apparently we will have both you and someone called Mesa to thank. Disguise among the dead. That is quite ingenious. I'm glad to hear that they're safe. I assume we are once more in your debt. Please take this as a thank you. Quest completed got yourself 7,000 thieving XP, 1 quest point, the Carrot's Dagger, and a combat lamp, as well as bank access in the Cephanium City. I am once again very sorry that midway through my recording just died on itself. I hope my explanation was very clear and kind of straightforward. I may have to redo this quest, but hopefully you guys should be okay. Yeah. Before I leave, let me just show you the bank that is now available to you after the quest. And voila, just a fully functioning bank, and that's about it.